Honorable guests, sports personalities, teachers, mentors from Kridakul, Gurukul, Jnanaprabodhini, and all the participants of the conference, we welcome you to the day 2 of the National Sports Ayurveda Conference. Beula Sebastian Ma'am, PhD, Physical Education, Assistant Director of Physical Education and Mic check. Beula Sebastian, PhD, Physical Education, Assistant Director of Physical Education and Sports at Symbiosis, and myself, Vaidya Asmita Itkarkar. We shall be your host for the day, and we are eager to take you through this amazing journey of learning, knowledge sharing, and applications of Ayurveda in the sports of fitness, sports and fitness. So, without further ado, let's begin with Dhanvantari Stavan. Please join your hands and I urge you to stand up for the Dhanvantari Vandana. Om Shankham Chakram Jalaukam Dadhatamruta Ghatam चारुदोर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्मस्वच्छातिरुद्यं शोकपरिविलसन् मौलिवं भोजनेत्रं कालाम्भोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गं कटितटविलस चारुपीताम्बराढ्यम् वन्दे धन्वन्तरिन्तं निखिलगदवना प्रौढधावाग्निलीलम्. You may be seated. One notice regarding the paper presentations, we have this enthralling sessions in the afternoon. So I urge you to submit the papers, whoever is interested, and the PPTs also have to be submitted in the second floor of Manohar Sabhagruh, same building, second floor. So moving forward to today's topic, I know you're eagerly waiting for sports injury and management through Ayurveda. Friends, we all have gathered here not only for the National Conference of Sports Ayurveda, but also as a celebration for the completion of 25 years of Kridakul. Kridakul, a dream envisioned by none other than our own Devrekar sir. Kridakul, nurturing and cultivating so many young sportsmen and grooming them into national athletes. At Kridakul, the principles of Ayurveda are implemented for the holistic fitness along with contemporary sports sciences for the past 25 years. Today, we shall get to learn more about all these. I invite the woman behind the successful sports guru, Medhatai Devrekar. Medhatai Devrekar has been Ayurveda physician for Kridakul, and her contribution towards this conference, the structuring and building of the conference and Kridakul has been phenomenal.
Namaskar. The chairperson of today is Dr. Milind Modak. Let me introduce him to you. Dr. Modak sir is the head of orthopedic department and also the head of Department of Alternative Medicines at Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital. He is the proprietor of Yogesh Hospital at Pune. He is the director of Lakshmi Vyankatesh Charitable and Educational Trust for Yoga and Surya Namaskar. His qualities which are of our interest today regarding sports is He has done high altitude trekking at Everest Base Camp and Annapurna Base Camp. He was selected as member of medical team at Tata Everest, in which Surendra Chauhan reached the summit. He is the chief organizer of first bicycle rally in Pune to prevent pollution and enhance fitness. He has done an extensive research on the work of Surya Namaskar, and he has given more than 250 lectures in various sports and yoga institutes. I now give an introduction about the speaker of today's session, Vaidya Trilok Thopeshwarkar sir. I'm honored to say that he's my sir, my guide. Vaidya Trilok Thopeshwarkar is a propagator of pure Ayurveda Chikitsa and works for establishment of Ayurveda as the prime medical service. He runs Panchakarma Chikitsalaya since 1993, a pure Ayurvedic clinic and a daycare center in Pune. He is a Shishya of Vaidya Chudamani, late Shri Madhav Kolatkar sir. He is Ayurved Visharad and Ayurved Vachaspati in Kaya Chikitsa from Tilak Ayurved Mahavidyalaya. He has done BA Sanskrit from Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapit. He is the founder of Kaushik Sanshothanalaya and Triveni Enterprises. He is the founder member of Panchakarma Department Nanal Rugnalaya, Vaidya Mitra M.V. Kolatkar Pratishthan, Global Ayurveda Foundation, which deals with academic courses for graduates, postgraduates, and paramedicals, Punarvasu Aushadhi Shala, and Brahma Ayurved Sales, which is an Ayurvedic pharmaceutical company. He works specially in critical care, Asthi Bhagna Chikitsa, that is management of fractures through Ayurveda, and emergencies and casualties through Ayurveda. He is an ex-member of Academic Council of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapit. He works as a lecturer and examiner for various courses of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapit. He was an ex-consultant at Moria Hospital, Radhakrishna Chikitsalaya, and Dinanath Hospital. He was honored by late Dada Saheb Natekar Samajik Krutadnyata Puraskar. He was also felicitated by Shri Rajju Bhaiya, Sarasangha Chalak RSS. He writes articles on Ayurveda in different magazines and journals. He has presented paper at International Cancer Research Seminar, which was held at New Delhi, and World Ayurveda Congress at Pune. I welcome both of you. We hope to have a very wonderful session, and you all will enjoy the knowledgeable presentations. Thank you.
I would now request Dr. Milind Modak to felicitate our Rishi Tulya. Yes, sir, just a moment. We'll hold you back. I would request Dr. Milind Modak, sir, to felicitate Rishi Tulya Vaidya Trilok Thopeshwarkar, sir. I invite Devrekar sir to felicitate Dr. Milind Modak and Medhatai Devrekar. Samarpak. Okay, sir. Okay.
रागादिरोगान् सततानुशक्तान् अशेषकाय प्रसुरतान् शेषान् औत्सुक्य मोहार्तिदान् जगान यो पूर्ववैद्याय नमोस्तु तस्मै. आज उपस्थिती जरा कालच्या मानाने कमी दिसते, पण आपला उत्साह आपण कमी नको करायला. आयोजक, आजच्या सत्राचे अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर मिलिंद मोडक, आयोजक आणि माझे वैद्य आणि क्रीडापटू मित्रमैत्रिणी, सर्वांना नमस्कार. आजच्या सेमिनारचं माझ्याकडं काही जबाबदाऱ्या देण्यात आलेल्या आहेत. इथं अथर्व आयुर्वेद प्रसारणीची स्थापना या 2000च्या शतकात झाली आणि त्यानिमित्ताने माझ्याकडे काही जबाबदाऱ्या देण्यात आलेल्या आहेत. त्याच्यात असं आहे की आयुर्वेद क्षेत्र आणि क्रीडा क्षेत्र या 2 क्षेत्र ही समाज स्वास्थ्यासाठी अत्यावश्यक आहेत. त्या 2 क्षेत्रांचं मिलन करून देण्याचं काम माझ्याकडे आहे. आज आयुर्वेदाच्या मार्फत विद्यार्थी, वैद्य, अभ्यासू, जिज्ञासू आणि त्यातले काही क्रीडापटू आज इथं हजर आहेत. वेअरॅज क्रीडा क्षेत्रातले आयुर्वेदाचे हितचिंतक, स्पोर्ट्समन, खेळाडू, काही पूर्वीचे आयुर्वेदाचे विद्यार्थी असे काही लोक आज इथं हजर आहेत. आयुर्वेदाच्या क्षेत्रातील लोकांना आयुर्वेदाची उत्तुंग व्याप्ती कळून त्यांनी प्रखर आयुर्वेदाचं अनुयायी व्हावं. वेअरॅज अन्य क्षेत्रातील म्हणजे क्रीडा क्षेत्रातील आणि अन्य क्षेत्रातील या लोकांनी इथे घडत असलेल्या क्रांतीच्या अस्तित्वात येणाऱ्या नव्या स्तराची जाणीव त्यांना व्हावी, हा आजच्या आज मी जे काही लेक्चर देणार आहे त्याचा हेतू आहे. आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सकांनी या सिद्धांताचा वापर करून शुद्ध आयुर्वेदाची कास धरून आश्वासक वातावरण निर्माण करून क्रीडा क्षेत्रातील व्यक्तींना ICC वर्ल्ड कप, विम्बल्डन, फिफा, ऑलिम्पिक्स, कॉमनवेल्थ अशासारख्या स्पर्धांना आयुर्वेदाच्या टीमला बोलवून नेलं पाहिजे. इतपत प्रगती आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सकांनी आणि त्याच्या अभ्यासूंनी केली पाहिजे. आणि यासाठी खरं तर पहिलं पाऊल आज देवळेकर सरांनी या सेमिनारमार्फत उचललेलं आहे आणि त्यातलं दुसरं पाऊल माझं व्हावं असं मला वाटतं. खरं तर आजचा विषय आहे स्पोर्ट्स मॅनेजमेंट. पण ही गोष्ट अशी आहे की खरं तर स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी म्हटल्यानंतर ती क्रीडांगणावर होणार आणि क्रीडांगणावर झाली की तिथल्या तिथे त्याला चिकित्सा द्यायला पाहिजे. म्हणजे दिस इज समथिंग टू बी डन ॲट द प्लेस ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स. मग त्याच्यामध्ये खूप स्तर आहेत, ते आपण नंतर बघू. परंतु ही गोष्ट करायची आहे, इथं बोलायची नाही आहे. मला असं माहिती आहे, आठवतं आहे की 1950च्या दशकात राम भोसले नावाचे खूप उत्तम मसाजिस्ट होऊन गेले. त्यांना कुठल्या तरी वर्ल्ड कॉन्फरन्सला बोलवलं आणि त्यांना सांगितलं की मसाजचं इथं तुम्ही त्याच्यावर भाषण करा. ते म्हटलं याच्यावर भाषण काय करायचं, ही तर करून दाखवायची गोष्ट आहे. मग त्यांनी तिथेच एक व्हॉलेंटिअर मिळवला. त्या व्हॉलेंटिअरला त्यांनी असं काही मसाज केलं की त्या मसाज झाल्यानंतर तो मनुष्य त्या व्यक्तीने फक्त कपडे घालायची ॲक्शन केली, कपडे घातलेच नाहीत. आणि 2-5 मिनिटांनी त्यांचं ते मसाजचं संमोहन उतरल्यावर त्याच्या असं लक्षात आलं की आपण फक्त टाय घातला आहे, बाकी कपडेच घातलेले नाही आहेत. तर दिस इज समथिंग दॅट वन हॅज टू एक्झिक्यूट व्हाईल स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी. आता पुढची गंमत अशी आहे, आता हिंदीत बोलावं असं आहे, मातृभाषेत मला व्यक्त होणं जास्त सोपं जाणार आहे. ज्यांना खूपच अडचण पडेल त्यांच्यासाठी माझ्या सगळ्या स्लाईड्स इंग्रजीमध्ये आहेत आणि त्या सोप्या पण आहेत. तर जर अडचणच पडली तर मी त्यावेळी हिंदीत सांगेन. आजच्या निमित्ताने ॲक्च्युली असं आहे की कोणाकडे बघून त्याच्यावर लगेच विश्वास ठेवावा अशी जगाची सध्या पद्धत नाही. त्यामुळे विश्वासार्हता निर्माण व्हायला पाहिजे आणि ही विश्वासार्हता निर्माण काही आपल्या कपाळावर लिहिलेली नाही, ती कामातनंच दिसणारी आहे. तर त्याच्या काही झलक जे आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सक करू शकतो याच्या काही स्लाइड्स मी आपला थोडासा वेळ घेऊन दाखवणार आहे. त्याच्यानंतर आपण स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी या विषयाकडे जाणार आहोत. हा सेरेब्रल हिमरेज झालेला सेरेब्रल हिमरेज झालेला पेशंट आहे आणि साधारण 2.5 ते 3 महिन्यांनी ही अवस्था आहे त्याची पुढची. नेक्स्ट. याच्यावरचं वर लिहिलेलं दिसत असेल तुम्हाला की 5 mm मिडलाईन शिफ्ट. हे वैद्यकीय क्षेत्रातल्या लोकांना ही किती इमर्जन्सी असू शकते किंवा आयुर्वेदातल्या वैद्यकीय क्षेत्रातील लोकांना हे नक्की कळेल की ही किती इमर्जन्सी असते. हा तो रुग्ण आहे. पहिल्या अवस्थेतल्या ती अवस्था असताना रुग्णाला चिकित्सालयात आणलं गेलं आणि त्यानंतर ट्रीटमेंटनंतर हे बाळ असं आहे. ह्याच्यातली तारीख बघून ठेवा. ही त्याची चिकित्सा चालू आहे. ह्या वेगवेगळ्या अवस्था आहेत, ज्या अवस्था आयुर्वेदिक चिकित्सकाला डील कराव्या लागतात, त्याला हाताळाव्या लागतात, ज्याच्याबद्दल आत्ताला काही अंशी क्रीडा क्षेत्र तर खूप लांब राहिलं पण अन्य नागरिकही याच्यापासून खूप लांब आहेत. त्या इथे दिलेल्या आहेत की बाईट्स आहे, बर्न्स आहे, फ्रॅक्चर्स आहेत, फॉरेन बॉडी गिळणं आहे. कुठलीही जर आयुर्वेद असं म्हटलं आहे, आयु असं म्हटलं आहे, तर फ्रॉम द कन्सेप्शन ऑफ अ लाईफ टिल द डेथ ऑर एंड ऑफ द लाईफ, एवढं आयुर्वेदिक चिकित्सकाला करायलाच पाहिजे आणि त्यांनी केलंच पाहिजे असं सर्व व्यवस्था ग्रंथांमध्ये केलेली आहे. आज हे एक्झिक्यूट केलं जात नाही किंवा नसावं असं जे वाटतं ते पूर्ण सत्य नाही आहे. आता पुढचं हे आहे की या क्षमतांबद्दल एवढं आश्चर्य का बरं वाटावं. ह्या ज्या सगळ्या आपल्याला ट्रीटमेंट कराव्या लागतात, या ट्रीटमेंट आयुर्वेदामार्फत करण्यासाठी एवढं आश्चर्य का बरं वाटावं. तर म्हणजे असं वाटू नये यासाठी नेक्स्ट स्लाईड. हां, ह्या सर्व गोष्टी या विदाऊट सो कॉल्ड म्हणजे आत्ताला कॉन्टेम्पररी ज्या ॲनाल्जेसिक, ॲनास्थेटिक आणि अँटीबायोटिक वापरले जातात त्याच्याशिवाय म्हणजे आयुर्वेद हे सगळं आयुर्वेदात आहे. नेक्स्ट वन. आश्चर्य का वाटावं. तर जेव्हा जेव्हा जिथं जिथं लाईफ आहे तिथे तिथं रोग आहेत, जिथं जिथं रोग आहेत तिथे तिथे ट्रीटमेंट आहे. आणि आत्ताला जी आपण पॅथी वापरतो त्या पॅथीच्या कितीतरी आधीपासून जीव अस्तित्वात आहे. म्हणजे या जीवाची ट्रीटमेंटची व्यवस्था नक्की आधीपासूनच केलेली आहे. आता हे जर मान्य असेल तर आपण पुढं जाऊ. स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी. तर स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी या खेळाच्या प्रकाराप्रमाणे ते बदलणाऱ्या इंजुरी आहेत. म्हणजे बुद्धिबळपटूला पायाला अपघात झाला तर तो नॉर्मल माणसाप्रमाणे डील करायला लागेल, आणि त्याच्या डोक्याला जर मार लागला तर त्याच्याबद्दल विशेष काळजी घ्यावी लागेल. खेळाडूला नेक्स्ट वन त्याच्या पुढची. खेळाडूला त्रास झाला खेळत नसताना तर ती गोष्ट सामान्य नागरिकाप्रमाणे फक्त बल उत्तम आहे असं म्हणून डील करावं लागेल. वेरच खेळत असताना जी चिकित्सा करायला लागेल ती स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी असेल, आणि त्या खेळाच्या प्रकाराप्रमाणे त्या इंजुरीचं स्वरूप बदलेल. आता मी पडलो चिकित्सक, त्यामुळे मला काय बघायला लागतं तर ट्रीटमेंटच्या अंगाने ह्याची चिकित्सा कशी करायची ते मला बघायला लागतं. मग ट्रीटमेंटच्या अंगाने याचे विभाग काय काय होतात ते बघूया. तर स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरीच्या वेळी शॉर्ट ड्युरेशन, त्याच्यानंतर म्हणजे कमीत कमी 100 मीटर्स रनिंग आहे, 3 मिनिटाचं कुस्ती आहे, त्या वेळात जर इंजुरी झाली तर तो खेळ सोडूनच द्यावा लागतो. वेरॅज 2 हाफ असतील तर तुम्हाला 2-3 मिनटं तरी मिळू शकतात. त्याच्यापुढे 2 मॅचेस असतील तर अजून थोडासा वेळ मिळतो, आणि सिरीज ऑफ मॅचेस असतील तर तुम्हाला त्याहीपेक्षा वेळ मिळतो. हा सगळा वेळ चिकित्सकाला बरं म्हणजे पेशंटला बरं करण्यासाठी किती वेळ दिला पाहिजे याच्यावरती अवलंबून आहे. क्रिकेट, फुटबॉल, हॉकी अशा खेळांसाठी मध्यंतर असतो, अधिक वेळाच्या अधिक स्पर्धा असतात. मला तिथनंच दिसत नाही. काही क्रीडा प्रकारांमध्ये जीवाला घातक अशी इंजुरी संभवते आणि खेळाडूचं त्या खेळातील भविष्य संपून जातं. त्याला भयावह गंभीर जीवनाचे, अपंग जीवनाचे भविष्य त्याच्या वाट्याला येते. काल आपण त्यातला एक किस्सा बघितला त्या वेटलिफ्टरचा. अशा वेळी चिकित्सा वेगवेगळ्या स्तरावर करायला लागते. काही वेळा 2-3 मिनटात ट्रीटमेंटचा भाग, काही वेळा 2-3 मिनटात चिकित्सा करायला लागते, काही वेळा आपल्याला 10-12 मिनटं मिळतात, काही वेळा एखादा दिवस मिळतो आणि काही वेळा एखादा आठवडा मिळतो. विराट कोहलीसारख्या व्यक्तीला जर आज इंजुरी झाली तर पुढच्या दिवशी दुसऱ्या दिवशी सकाळी त्याला बरं व्हायला लागतं किंवा पुढच्या मॅचपर्यंत तरी बरं करायला लागतं, आणि ही जबाबदारी त्या चिकित्सकाची येते. त्याची परिणामकारक चिकित्सा ही आपल्याला करावीच लागते. शेवटचा जो मुद्दा आहे की काही फेटल इंजुरी असतात. गिर्यारोहणाच्या बाबतीमध्ये जर एखादा गिर्यारोहक पडला तर अख्ख्या टीमवर त्याचा परिणाम होतो. त्यामुळे त्या स्पर्धकाला किंवा त्या गिर्यारोहकाला तुम्हाला बरं करावंच लागतं, का तर उरलेल्या टीम मेंबरलाही घाबरून ती एक्सपिडिशन सोडू नये ही गरज असते. आणि नुसतंच तेवढं नाही तर पालकांवर अशी म्हणजे पालकांना अशी भीती वाटते की असंच माझ्या मुलाला झालं तर काय होईल. त्यामुळे काहीही करून त्यांना म्हणजे चिकित्सकाला इतकं त्या स्पर्धकाला बरं करावं लागतं की तो परत उभा राहील, परत तो खेळ खेळेल. याच्यामध्ये अर्थातच त्या स्पर्धकाची इच्छाशक्ती हा एक खूपच महत्त्वाचा भाग झाला. परंतु ही वैद्यक क्षेत्राची जबाबदारी आहे की त्या खेळांबद्दलची भीती कमी होऊन त्याच्याऐवजी त्यामध्ये लोकांनी परत पुढे पुढे भाग घेत राहावं, हा त्यातला भाग आहे. आता पुढचा मुद्दा हे तर अगदी स्पष्ट आहे की सामान्य माणसाला झालेली इंजुरी आणि स्पोर्ट्समनला झालेली इंजुरी याच्यातला फरक अगदी स्पष्ट कळतो आहे. तो आहे बलाचा निश्चितपणे आणि स्ट्रेंथचा, इंजुरीचं, एन्ड्युरन्सचा. त्याची मानसिकता हे सगळं सहन करण्यासाठी जास्त असते. नेक्स्ट, ह्या झाल्या स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी. नाही होणार माझे, मी 25 दिवस मी महिनाभर दवाखाना सोडून याची तयारी केली. ह्या आहेत स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरी. कॉन्ट्युजन, ॲब्रेजन किंवा आयुर्वेदाच्या परिभाषेमध्ये पिच्चितव्रण, भृष्टव्रण, क्षतव्रण, वातकंटक आणि मग भग्न, संधिमुक्त ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी चिकित्सकाला डील कराव्या लागतात. ही जी नावं आहेत त्या नावांमुळे आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सकाला त्याचं महत्त्व कळतं आणि त्याची साध्यता कळते. हा त्यातला महत्त्वाचा भाग आहे. खरं तर सर्व क्रीडा क्षेत्रातल्या लोकांना मी असं अभिमानाने किंवा खूप विश्वासाने असं सांगू शकतो की ऑल दीज कंडिशन्स आर क्युरेबल. मग त्याच्यामधलं कम्प्लिटली अँड डेफिनेटली. खरं म्हटलं तर यांनी आत्ता सांगितलं की वेळ खूप कमी आहे, इथं विषय संपतो आपला. झालं की ह्या इंजुरी असतात, त्या इंजुरी बऱ्या करता येतात. तो भाग इट्स अ पार्ट डन ऑर शुड बी डन ॲट द क्लिनिक किंवा मैदानावर. आणि असं जर म्हणजे अशी वेळ आली तर ती इंजुरी नीट करून दाखवायची. हां, नेक्स्ट वन. एक छोटासा ह्याच्यातला म्हणजे काय म्हणायचं बाजूचा मुद्दा आहे. तर अलीकडच्या स्लाईडमध्ये क्युरेबल असा शब्द वापरला आहे, म्हणजे हे सर्व बरं होतं. मग बरं होतं याची काहीतरी व्याख्या असायला पाहिजे ना. आज कुठलंही मशीन जर तुम्ही डिसमेंटल केलं, ते तुटलं फुटलं, तर कितीही प्रयत्न केला तरी जसंच्या तसं होत नाही. काही अंशी तरी त्याच्यात फरक राहतो. पण तो फरक ॲज गुड ॲज ओरिजिनल इतकं चांगलं दुरुस्त करणं हे चिकित्सकाचं कौशल्य असतं. त्यामुळे आता आपण याच्यामध्ये मीनिंग ऑफ क्युअर ही गोष्ट बघू, जी आयुर्वेदाच्या दृष्टीने खूप महत्त्वाचा एक सिद्धांत आहे. आणि तो सिद्धांत असा आहे की आयुर्वेदात ॲनाटॉमी आणि फिजिओलॉजी या जो दोन गोष्टी बोलल्या जातात किंवा ह्या एरवी हे जे शब्द आपण ऐकतो, वाचतो, बघतो, त्याच्यामध्ये कार्यक्षमता या गोष्टीला आयुर्वेदात खूप महत्त्व आहे. नेक्स्ट. कारण आयुर्वेद एकाच वेळी शरीराला यंत्र पण म्हणतो आणि तंत्र पण म्हणतो. आपण कितीतरी लहान मुलांच्या बाबतीत असं बघतो की आई म्हणते आज त्याचं तंत्र बिघडलं आहे, म्हणजे त्याला फिजिकली काहीच नाही झालेलं. आपण जर वेगळं बघितलं तर त्याचे HB चांगलं आहे, WBC काउंट चांगलं आहे, युरिनमध्ये काही नाही आहे, का त्याच्यात काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही आहे. पण हा पोरगा काही उठून अभ्यासाला जात नाही, खेळायला जात नाही. मग त्याची आई त्याच्या मावशीला किंवा आत्याला सांगते आज त्याचं तंत्र बिघडले, नुसताच बसलाय कोपऱ्यात, काहीच करत नाही. याचाच अर्थ यंत्र आणि तंत्र याच्यामध्ये काही ना काहीतरी फरक आहे. नेक्स्ट. जर हा व्ह्यू पॉईंट आपण बदलला की मला काय करायचं आहे, तर मला फिजिओलॉजी दुरुस्त करायची आहे, मला परत कार्यक्षम करायचं आहे, हे जेव्हा आपण डोक्यात ठेवू तेव्हा या गोष्टीकडे बघण्याचा दृष्टिकोन आपला सगळ्यांचा बदलेल. आणि त्याच्यासाठी मी एक छोटीशी 4 उदाहरणं देतो ज्याच्यामध्ये ॲनाटॉमी आणि फिजिओलॉजी यांचं आयुर्वेदाच्या दृष्टीने महत्त्व कसं आहे. नेक्स्ट.
Good defensive work.
आता पहिल्या आणि दुसऱ्या चित्रामध्ये आपल्याला फरक कळेल की सर्व शरीरातल्या आमच्याकडे कर्मेंद्रिय आणि ज्ञानेंद्रिय हा शब्दप्रयोग आहे. कर्मेंद्रिय, ज्ञानेंद्रिय या सर्वांवर मनाचं, बुद्धीचं प्रचंड नियंत्रण आहे. सरावाचा परिणाम आपल्याला दिसतो. आणि वेअर ॲज सगळं व्यवस्थित आहे पण गृहस्थ काही कामाचा नाही. याला तुम्ही स्वस्थ म्हणाल का हो, असा पुढचा प्रश्न आहे. नेक्स्ट वन. या बाबतीत माझा प्रश्न आहे यांना तुम्ही रोगी म्हणाल का हो? नेक्स्ट. आणि ह्या सगळ्यांना अस्वस्थ, दुर्बल, इंज्युअर्ड, वीक असं म्हणण्याचं कोणी धाडस करेल का हो? त्याच्या पुढचं, हे जगातले दुर्दैवी आणि आरोग्य आणि इच्छाशक्तीचा अभाव असणारे लोक आहेत. सो आपल्याला काय ॲप्रिशिएट होईल व्हाईल गेटिंग ट्रीटेड? आपल्याला काय अपेक्षित असेल, आपल्याला काय होईल? तर वर्किंग मशीन्स विथ कॉम्प्रोमाइज स्ट्रक्चर का नॉन वर्किंग ब्युटिफुल मशीन? हा व्ह्यू पॉईंट बदलायला पाहिजे. आता पुढचं, आपण खेळाडूंकडे विशेष लक्ष का द्यायला पाहिजे? बरं म्हटलं तर सगळ्यांचंच इंजुरी महत्त्वाचं आहे. असं काय खेळाडूमध्ये असं काय वैशिष्ट्य आहे की ज्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला त्याच्याकडे जास्त लक्ष द्यायला पाहिजे? तर त्याच्यात खेळाडूंमध्ये आणि सामान्य माणसांमध्ये कॉमन गोष्ट अशी आहे की त्यांचं इंडिव्हिज्युअल हेल्थ, त्यांचं इंडिव्हिज्युअल इकॉनॉमी, अर्थातच सगळ्यांना आता पोटपाण्याची पडलेली असते, त्यांच्यावर असणारी फॅमिलीची डिपेंडन्सी आणि त्याच्यापुढं सोशल डिपेंडन्सी. ह्या चारही गोष्टी जशा स्पर्धकाला, सामान्य माणसाला आहेत तशा स्पर्धकाला आहेत. पण त्याच्या पुढचं एक स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन हा खूप लोकांचा आयडॉल असतो. त्याच्या पुढे त्याच्या टीमचं, ती सगळी कीर्ती, त्याची टीम, त्याचं राज्य, त्याचं राष्ट्र, सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं म्हणजे त्याचे आरोग्य, या गोष्टीवर ह्या कीर्ती, त्याची म्हणजे त्याचा रिस्पेक्ट. जर एखादा स्पोर्ट्समन आजारी पडला तर लोकांच्या भुवया उंचवतात. आणि मग त्याच्या पुढं आरोग्य हे कोणाकडे बघून ठरवावं? तर स्पोर्ट्समनकडे बघून ठरवावं. सो तो या दोन महत्त्वाच्या ज्या गोष्टी आहेत की तो खेळाचा आणि आरोग्याचा प्रतिनिधी आहे, म्हणून त्याला लवकर बरं करायला पाहिजे. त्याच्यासाठी माझं एक छोटंसं सेईंग आहे की म्हणजे खेळाडू हा आरोग्याची कीर्ती आहे. जितके जास्त खेळाडू तितकं राष्ट्र आनंदी, आणि राष्ट्र जितकं आनंदी समाज तितका स्वस्थ. आता यापुढे काही खेळाडूंच्या प्रत्यक्ष कमबॅकच्या स्टोरी आपण बघणार आहोत. त्याच्यानंतर मी माझा विषय संपवेन. एक 38 वर्षाचा नॅशनल प्लेयर, वेट 76 kg, नाव वर्किंग विथ टाटा स्टील. केस ऑफ severe knee joint, severe calf muscle pain and terrible cramps started from 2009. It became unbearable in 2010. Being a national player with all first class treatment and with forceful practice, he was not able to perform, and many a times he couldn't just even complete the rest. He did not get any medal in 2011, from 2011 to 2014. His events were 100-meter hurdles, 400-meter hurdles, and triple jump. He came us in April 2014. His basic diagnosis made was, आता हे आयुर्वेदातल्या लोकांना जास्त कळेल, अजीर्ण अवस्थेत व्यायाम हे त्याचं मूळ निदान होतं. And aftermath effect or side effects of previous treatment. This was the diagnosis. He was treated with Pachana Chikitsa, Langhan Chikitsa, followed by Basti, Pindasved, Dhara, Avagaha, and Jalovka. He was treated for more than 6 months. As a result, see, in 2015, Australian Open Masters Game, 2 gold. In 2015, 2 silver, पुढच्या 6 महिन्यांनी 2 silver, 1 bronze. 2016, 1 silver. 2017, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Next. दिस इज फोटो. आता हा ठाण्याच्या खेड्यापाड्यांमध्ये स्पोर्ट्सची वृद्धी होण्यासाठी समाजसेवा करतोय. नेक्स्ट. ही केस आहे ऑक्टोबर 2007ची. अ रिटायर्ड सर्व्हिस पर्सन, जस्ट ॲमॅच्युअर ॲथलीट, तुमच्या आमच्यासारखा, की मला लहानपणी खेळता नाही आलं म्हणून आता मोठेपणी जरी खेळूयात या विचारांचा. पेशंट केम अस इन 2007, नॉन हिलिंग वुंड ड्यू टू अनकंट्रोल्ड डायबिटीस. फायनल डायग्नोसिस ऑस्टिओमायलायटिस ऑफ राईट लेग मिडल टो. आता हे जे डायग्नोसिस आहे हे ॲलोपॅथीचं आहे आणि पटकन सगळ्यांना समजेल, स्पोर्ट्समधल्या लोकांनाही समजेल म्हणून हे डायग्नोसिस सांगितलं. आमच्याकडे त्याचं निदान वातरक्त, गंभीर वातरक्त असं होतं. आफ्टर कॉन्झर्वेटिव्ह ट्रीटमेंट फेल्ड, पेशंट वॉज ॲडवाइज्ड ॲम्प्युटेशन ऑफ राईट लेग मिडल टो, जे ऑस्टिओमायलायटिस झालं होतं. पेशंट वॉज ट्रीटेड विथ, तो आमच्याकडे आला, ही वॉज ट्रीटेड विथ अभ्यंतर चिकित्सा अँड कर्मचिकित्सा लाईक धावन, धूपन, छेदन, भेदन. तुम्ही त्याचं ऑपरेशन केलेलं दिसतं इथे. इट वॉज डन विदाउट कलेक्टिव्हल ॲनाल्जेसिक अँटीबायोटिक ॲनेस्थेशिया ऑफकोर्स. ही वॉज ट्रीटेड फॉर 22 days. Patient started practicing without my permission, and next, he won bronze medal in December 2007 पुणे इंटरनॅशनल मॅरेथॉन. 3 किलोमीटर पळण्याच्या रेसमध्ये त्यांनी ब्रॉन्झ मेडल मिळालं. ज्या माणसाला बोट कापलं जाऊन स्थिरपणे उभं राहता येईल की नाही अशी मनात भीती होती, त्या माणसाला आयुर्वेदाने नुसतंच उभं नाही केलं, नुसतंच पळायला नाही लावलं, तर ब्रॉन्झ मेडल मिळवून देण्या इतपत त्याच्यामध्ये प्रगती केली. आणि हा आयुर्वेदाच्या दृष्टीने अभिमानाची गोष्ट आहे. नेक्स्ट वन. 18 वर्षाचा एक क्रिकेटर, स्टेट प्लेयर, बेसिकली फ्रॉम बँगलोर, वेल बिल्ट, अच्छा खासा नौजवान. इन क्रिकेट कॅम्प ॲट चेन्नई इन November 22, in practice match while defending boundary, he slept near boundary. Slept near boundary, what I mean to say, की पळत जाताना तेवढा त्याचा फोर्स होता, पळायला सुरुवात केलेली असताना पडला नाही आहे, ॲट द एंड ऑफ द बाउंड्री तो पडलेला आहे. त्यामुळे इंजुरीची तीव्रता किती असेल हे लक्षात घ्या. अँकल जॉईंट वर ट्विस्टेड, लिगामेंट टेअर किंवा टीबिया फ्रॅक्चर असावं असं त्याला सांगितलं आणि त्याचा एक्सरे काढला. एक्सरेमध्ये तिथल्या चेन्नईच्या माणसाला ते ओळखता नाही आलं, विच वॉज अ टीबिया फ्रॅक्चर. आणि इमिजिएटली POP कास्ट ही कशालाही चालेल, लिगामेंट टेअरला पण चालेल किंवा फ्रॅक्चरलाही चालेल म्हणून कास्ट घातली गेली. पेशंट वॉज शिफ्टेड टू होम टाउन, दॅट इज बँगलोर, अँड आयुर्वेद ट्रीटमेंट वॉज स्टार्टेड. POP कास्ट वॉज रिमूव्ड. ट्रीटमेंट विथ मुरुएण्णा धारा, गुग्गुळ लेप, योगराज गुग्गुळ अँड मंडूर भस्म ओरली, अलॉंग विथ रेस्ट अँड पथ्य, हे सगळं दिलं गेलं. ॲज पेशंट वॉज डेस्परेट फॉर सिलेक्शन, सो विदाउट परमिशन ही प्लेड अ मॅच. ही गॉट सिलेक्टेड, but his ankle joint twisted again and started paining. So second fall, again he was treated with dhara, pindasved bandha and jaloka were applied. परत धारा, पिंडस्वेद असं एक 3 आठवड्याचं सेशन केलं. आफ्टर 3 weeks of treatment, complete rest, पथ्य, patient joined his team. You can see his clip.
Good.
Namaste, my name is Malhar Naik and I am a cricketer. I've been taking treatment from Dr. Trilok sir for the last 2 months now. I had an ankle injury with some soft tissue damage while playing cricket. We started our treatment with Lepam and Dhara, followed by SSPS and Jhaloka. Over the last 2 months, I've recovered very rapidly and I'm back to practice.
SSPS is शालीषष्टिक पिंडस्वेद. साऊथमध्ये हा प्रचलित शब्द आहे. नेक्स्ट वन. ही एकदम स्वच्छ आणि स्पष्ट असणारी इंजुरीची केस आहे. age 39, radius ulna fractured in January 2018, and after 7 months, he went to Leh Ladakh. Next one, 34 years old, displaced comminuted fracture, lower end of radius, radial articular surface was involved, ulnar styloid process were fractured. Next one. हे दोघंही बाईक रायडर आहेत आणि दोघंही आपापल्या म्हणजे आफ्टर प्रॅक्टिस दे कुड डू देअर जॉब. ओके. बोथ दीज पेशंट्स वेअर अ मेंबर ऑफ माय फॅमिली पेशंट्स. म्हणजे या सगळ्यांना मी 15-15, 20-20 वर्ष परिचित आहे. त्यामुळे इवन दे डिडंट बॉदर टू एन्क्वायर फॉर द अल्टरनेटिव्ह ट्रीटमेंट. म्हणजे आता माझ्या दृष्टीने ते उलटं झालं की अल्टरनेटिव्ह ट्रीटमेंटला मनुष्य गेलाच नाही, सगळी जबाबदारी आयुर्वेदावरच आली होती. From the day 1, minute 1 of the injury till their rejoining of sports activity, everything was supported by Ayurveda. त्यांनी अनुभव सांगितला तो असा की आमचं ह्या रोगाबरोबर बाकीचे रोगही त्याच्याबरोबर बरे झाले. एकाला मुखदूषिकेचा त्रास होता, एकाला गॅसेसचा त्रास होता. तुमची ट्रीटमेंट करत असताना माझे तेही रोग बरे झाले. दोन्ही रुग्णांना धारा, लेप, पिचू, कुशा, अभ्यंतर औषधं, पथ्य यांनी चिकित्सा केली, ज्याचे फोटो आपण आत्ता बघितलेत. नेक्स्ट. आता ही स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ आयुर्वेद. या सर्व चिकित्सा हे आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सकांसाठी आहे प्रामुख्याने, कारण आपण आत्ता सर्व्हिस देणारे असणार आहोत, सर्व्हिस सेक्टर आपण असणार आहोत. या सर्व चिकित्सा आयुर्वेदीय निदानाला धरून केल्या. त्याचे साध्यासाध्यत्व ठरवण्यासाठी, चिकित्साद्रव्य ठरवण्यासाठी आयुर्वेदीय संहितांमधील मार्गदर्शक तत्त्वे प्रमाण मानली. चिकित्साद्रव्य निवडताना, धारेसाठी तेल निवडताना दोष, दुष्य, प्रकृती, बल, काल याशिवाय भिषकवश्यता, ज्ञापकत्व, आढ्यत्व, सत्व ह्या गोष्टी लक्षात घेतल्या गेल्या. सर्वसाधारण सहज मिळणारी औषधं वापरली, कुठलंही नॉन टेक्स्च्युअल किंवा फॅन्सी ट्रीटमेंट कुठची दिली नाही. रुग्णाला ॲनाटॉमीपेक्षा फंक्शनल करेक्शन या चिकित्सेवर यश अवलंबून आहे याची सतत माहिती दिली. दुग्धाहार, घृताहार, विश्रांती, अचिंता, स्नेहभोजन, आतप आणि श्रममुक्त किंवा प्रवासमुक्त असं त्याला राहायला सांगितलं. सर्व आयुर्वेदिक जनांनी त्याची पथ्य माहिती आहेत. ती म्हणजे ही काय पथ्य पाळावीत हे आयुर्वेदीय लोकांना वेगळं सांगायला नको, पण इतर लोकांना त्याची माहिती असली पाहिजे आणि त्याबद्दल आदर असणं आवश्यक आहे, तर ते सांभाळलं जाईल. शूलाच्या तीव्रतेप्रमाणे रसरसायनं, बृहत्वाद चिंतामणी, रसराज रस, विषतिंदुकवटी अशा चिकित्सा वापरल्या. तर यानंतरचा मुद्दा आहे तो आयुर्वेदाच्या दृष्टीने अतिशय महत्त्वाचा आहे आणि ती आयुर्वेदाची स्पेशालिटी आहे. नेक्स्ट. आता आयुर्वेदात व्यायाम आणि पहिल्या काळामध्ये ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम, त्याच्यापुढे गृहस्थाश्रम, त्याच्यापुढे वानप्रस्थाश्रम आणि त्याच्यापुढे संन्यासाश्रम असे 4 आश्रम दिलेले. याच्यामधील ब्रह्मचर्याश्रमामध्ये जास्तीत जास्त व्यायाम करावा असं सांगितलेलं आहे आणि ताकद गोळा करावी असं सांगितलेलं आहे, जी पुढे तुमच्या आयुष्याचा ठेवा असते. याच्याबद्दल खूप वेगवेगळी मतं आहेत आणि मॅस्टरबेशन करावं, हस्तमैथून करावं, न करावं याच्याबद्दल वेगवेगळे प्रवाह ऐकायला मिळतात. पण मला सांगा की सीमेनमधला एक स्पर्म एक गर्भ निर्माण करून ती एक सेल पुढे 50-100 वर्ष जगते. म्हणजे त्या स्पर्ममध्ये किती ताकद आहे. जर हा एक स्पर्म आणि ते असलेलं वीर्य आणि ते असलेलं सीमेन आपण वाचवलं तर आपल्यामध्ये या अनेक स्पर्मची असणारी शक्ती, म्हणजे समोर दिसणारे जेवढी माणसं आहेत तेवढी शक्ती एका माणसात येईल. एका खेळाडूत एवढी शक्ती येईल. जर एका खेळाडूत एवढी शक्ती आली तर तुम्हाला ड्रग्सची, स्टिरॉइडची काय गरज आहे हो. नेक्स्ट वन. व्यायाम, बल आणि ओज या 3. आता ओज याच्याविषयी तर स्वतंत्र बोलण्यासारखं आहे. ओझ्यावर शेवटच्या मिनिटाला जिंकणार का हारणार हे अवलंबून असतं. ज्या क्षणाला आपलं मॉरल खूप अप असतं त्या दिवशी त्या मिनिटाला तुम्ही दुसऱ्यावर मात करता. वेअर ॲज जर आदल्या दिवशी काही कारणाने तुमचं शुक्र दुर्बल झालेलं असेल, मानसिक चिंता असेल, 1900 त्या आत्ता 83च्या मॅचच्या वर्ल्ड कपच्या याच्यात सिनेमामध्ये तुम्ही बघितलं की त्या बॉलरच्या आधी काय ब्रेकअप झाला, त्या खेळाडूच्या काय होणाऱ्या ह्यानी पत्नीने त्याला तलाक दिला. त्याचा परिणाम दुसऱ्या दिवशी होत होता, जो कपिल देवनी खूप जास्त कष्ट करून ते त्याच्यावरचं आवरण घालवलं आणि त्यांनी चांगली बॉलिंग केली. हे त्या सिनेमात आलेलं आहे. आपल्याला ब्रह्मचर्याचा आदर्श देणारा हनुमान, जो उडू शकत होता किंवा एवढी लांब उडी मारू शकत होता, किंवा ब्रह्मचर्याचा संदेश देणारे रामदास, त्याचा अनुयायी करणारे विवेकानंद, आणि आत्ताला त्याच याच्यावर नेतृत्व करणारे मोदी, या सगळ्यांना प्रचंड शक्तीची गरज आधीही होती, आत्ताही आहे, पुढेही असणार आहे. त्यांना कधी ॲडिशनल विटॅमिन्स, प्रोटीन्स, स्टिरॉइड्स, ड्रग्स घेतल्याचं माझ्या तरी ऐकिवात नाही. सहज कालज युक्तिकृत बल प्राप्तीच्या विविध मार्गांनी निर्माण झालेले बल हे जीन्समध्ये असणं जास्त आवश्यक आहे. ते उसणं घ्यायची शक्यतो गरज पडू नये, एवढं मी आजच्या निमित्ताने खेळाडूंना सांगीन. आणि व्यायाम करत असताना, क्रीडा स्पर्धा चालू असताना आपापल्या ब्रह्मचर्याचं पालन करून, ओजवृद्धी करून उत्तम प्रकारे यश संपादन करावं आणि या सगळ्याचं अनुकरण करावं, असं या निमित्ताने मी आज सांगेन. आणि माझं बोलणं थांबवतो. एक छोटीशीच गोष्ट आहे की आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सकाला आयत्या वेळी कशी चिकित्सा करायला लागेल याची माझ्या डोक्यात असलेली कल्पना इथं मांडलेली आहे. झालं, आला, बदललं, चाक गेला. स्पोर्ट्स इंजुरीचे कॅज्युअल्टीला कसं झालं पाहिजे. नेक्स्ट. मनुष्य आला, पाठीचं दुखणं झालं, पिंडस्वेद झाला, गेला, परत त्याच्या स्पर्धेला. आता ही सगळी साधन सामुग्री जर आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सकांना देऊ केली तर आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सक आत्ताच्या स्पोर्ट्समनला आयुर्वेदीय सिद्धांतांवर आधारित उत्तम प्रकारे मदत करू शकतील. फक्त आत्ता कुठे ब्रेक द्यायचा आहे, कुणी ब्रेक द्यायचा आहे आणि कसा ब्रेक धरून आयुर्वेदीय आणि भारतीय संस्कृतीचा कसा वापर भारतीय लोकांसाठी करून द्यायचा आहे, इथेच फक्त मेक आहे, ज्याची सुरुवात आज देवळेकर सरांनी केलेली आहे. याच्यामध्ये ज्या चिकित्सा आहेत, लोकांना वेगवेगळ्या चिकित्सा बघण्यामध्ये, विशेषतः आयुर्वेदीय चिकित्सकांना ज्या चिकित्सा बघायच्या आहेत त्याचे पुढं फिल्म आहे, पण ती आपण पुढच्या मधल्या काळात बघू. यांना मी आता माईक हँडओव्हर करतो. आपण म्हणजे ही गोष्ट सगळ्यांना कळावी अशी माझी तीव्र इच्छा होती, म्हणून मी आयोजकांना जरा थांबवलं. पण हे माझं होम ग्राउंड असल्यामुळे तेवढा माझा अधिकार आहे असं मी समजतो. आपण सगळ्यांनी शांतपणे ऐकून घेतलं. धन्यवाद.
अत्यंत पोषक आणि मनोबलवर्धक असं व्याख्यान झालं सर. आय अपोलोजाइज सर फॉर द इंटरप्शन, बट we are feeling blessed to have this extraordinary guidance and your interest in Ayurveda and the practices regarding sports injury management. Now I call upon Dr. Milind Modak to present his presidential address.
सुप्रभात. विचारून घेतलं की कुठल्या भाषेत बोलावं, तर मला सांगितलं इंग्रजीमध्ये बोलावं. सो ॲट द आउटसेट आय वुड लाईक टू थँक the organizers of this fantastic program. I've heard a lot about this from one of my very close friends. So I really appreciate the inputs by Manoj Devalekar, the whole team of Kridakul. And it is really a path-breaking step which has been taken. A very nice presentation by Dr. Trilok Dopesarkar. Excellent insight as to what can be achieved by Ayurveda. A lot of things about what Ayurveda can contribute towards the preventive aspects of management of sports injuries. I think alternative medicine, I recollect an editorial which I had read about 20 years back, and the changing trend in the American scenario of management. The concluding statement was, in due course of time, we will find allopathic medicine becoming alternative medicine. So I think now the day has come where really we should be taking that forceful step ahead and prove to the world that Ayurveda has a very sound basis for long-term management without disturbing the internal physiology. I myself am a very strong proponent of homeopathy, Ayurveda, and alternative medicine, and we have done a lot of research in Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital. In fact, 2 studies, one symphytum proving to be a obvious better medicine in management of fractures, and second an Ayurvedic medicine which was compared head-on with a medicine, allopathic medicine, which was of an international brand for pain relief in osteoarthritis of the knee. And the reports are fascinating. The paper has been published in the international journal in which the Ayurvedic medicine has been found to be much better than the allopathic medicine for management of knee pain. I had the opportunity of being a member of giving a write-up to the state government in management of healthcare in the state. And we have a strong viewpoint that there has to be a paradigm shift. The whole focus is in the management of injuries. The focus should be on preventing injuries and in preventive healthcare, in which Ayurveda would have a very, very strong role in the overall scenario in the social management of health. The definition of health by WHO is that it is not just the absence of infirmity or disease, and the various components are the physical, mental, and social aspects. In 1984, spirituality was added to the definition, and so it is a sense of physical, mental, social, and spiritual well-being, which is very important. And I think there could be no other branch other than Ayurveda which can offer this to the whole world. एका स्लाईडमध्ये मी पाहिलं की यंत्र आहे, तंत्र आहे, आणि त्याच्याबरोबर अजून एक शब्द मला ॲड करावा असं वाटला, मंत्र. The role of mantra in health management is amazing and phenomenal. I recollect the injury of one of the triathlon runners, Joe Dispenza. He has written a lot of books. He had an accident while he was doing the cycling part of the triathlon, and he was knocked down by a vehicle. Have any one of you read or heard about Joe Dispenza? You could raise your hands. Okay, so he was an athlete, and he was dashed by a car, and he was taken to the intensive care, a story dating back to 1985. He had about 36 fractures in the body, including multiple compression fractures of the spine, and he was on a stretcher. He was being managed by 18 consultants of various specialties in America, and he was told that after all the CT scan and MRI that he would have to put a Harrington instrumentation in him for the spine. Otherwise, even if he tried to stand up after about 8 months, his spine would collapse and he would land with paraplegia. He said that he would like to take 48 hours to take a decision of what he would like to do later on. By the end of 48 hours, he said that he would like to go home and treat himself on his own. He had been exposed to the principles of Ayurveda, hydrotherapy, and mantra. So he went home, he had a pool made for himself, and he followed the principles. And by the end of 6 months, he was back to practice as a physiotherapist, and by 8 months into triathlon. So this is the force or the role which Ayurveda and Ayurvedic principles and mantrochar. In fact, we are working a lot on the role of mantra in health and disease, and we have found it to be very, very useful. And I think that would be the answer in the days of tomorrow. As Dr. Trilok Gopeshwara said, that increasing the level of national health is important, and I feel that Ayurveda has a prime role to play, and conferences like this will have a great inspiration in all of us to work on those lines and view allopathy as a part of the treatment, but a strong foundation of Ayurveda is absolutely necessary. I again thank all the organizers for inviting me here and enabling me to hear this very interesting lecture by Dr. Dopeshwarkar. I know he has a fantastic practice and he is contributing a lot to the social health. I wish him good luck, and I look forward to seeing many such conferences being held here and being a driving force in the national health and sports scenario. Thank you very much.
I thank all the dignitaries on the stage for a wonderful address, and now call Beula for taking over.
एक्सक्यूज मी प्लीज. आज या नॅशनल कॉन्फरन्ससाठी एक मान्यवर आपले उपस्थित आहेत. मुंबईच्या साई सेंटरच्या कबड्डीच्या चीफ कोच श्रीमती सुषमा सहस्त्रबुद्धे आज आपल्या इथे या परिषदेसाठी उपस्थित झालेले आहेत. तर ज्ञानप्रबोधिनी निगडी केंद्राचे केंद्र व्यवस्थापक श्री आदित्यदादा शिंदे यांना मी अशी विनंती करते की त्यांनी आपल्या या अभ्यागतांचा सत्कार करावा. मुंबईच्या साई सेंटरच्या कबड्डीच्या चीफ कोच श्रीमती सुषमा सहस्त्रबुद्धे, आपल्या उपस्थितीचा आम्हाला खूप आनंद आहे ताई. धन्यवाद दादा.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb. Go through it or work around it. I think this quote by Michael Jordan is very apt in the current scenario of this conference, because we have sports persons and we also have the doctors present here, and both need to go across hurdles, face barriers, and find a way out. With this, we go on to the next track of this conference, that is the session 2. And I'm sure you all are looking forward to this track, because we have a very special speaker for this session who's come all the way from God's own country. So I'm sure you are excited, as I am. And to introduce the guests for today's track is Dr. Mayura Shinde. She's an MD in Panchakarma from PDEA's Ayurveda College and Research Center, Nigadi. She's currently working as an assistant professor in PDEA's Ayurveda College and works as a Panchakarma consultant at Ayurveda Rugnalay and Sterling Multi-Speciality Hospital. She's doing this for the last 8 years, and she's also the director of Ayush Ayurveda LLP. And now I request her, Dr. Madhura Shinde, to kindly introduce our guest speakers for this session.
Good morning all. I welcome today's speaker, Dr. Rajesh sir. And today's chairperson, Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni sir. So let me introduce first today's chairperson, Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni sir, who is MD Ayurveda Kai Chikitsa. He is a professional Ayurveda consultant and running the Bharadwaj Ayurved Clinic with Panchakarma facility at Pune since 27 years. He has experience working as an Ayurved consultant for the oncology since 23 years. Sir had worked as an Ayurved physician in cancer OPD run by Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth, Pune for 5 years, at Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Belgaum for 1 year, and at OPD by Ayurveda Vyaspeeth at Nashik for the 2 years. Now he is working as an Ayurved consultant at cancer OPD at Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital and Punarvasu Chikitsalaya, Pune. Sir was the principal investigator for the research project, theoretical study of side effects of chemotherapy drugs based on Ayurveda principle. He is working as a research guide also for Punarvasu Chikitsalaya, Pune. And along with all these, he worked as a lecturer for Kai Chikitsa and Panchakarma at Shri Mahavacharya Gurukul Punarvasu Chikitsalaya and Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth, Pune, all these places. He is working as a managing committee member of Maharshi Karve Stri Shikshan Sanstha, Karve Nagar, Pune, since last 7 years, and working as a president, Paschim Maharashtra Ayurveda Vyaspeeth. So I welcome, sir. Now I'll introduce to today's eminent speaker, Dr. Rajesh S. Sir. Dr. Rajesh sir is MD Ayurveda and is a senior medical officer at Government Ayurveda Hospital, Mattancherry, Ernakulam, Kerala. He is a BMS, passed BMS from Government Ayurveda College in 2001 and had completed MD in Swasthavritta from Government Ayurveda College in 2006. He is working as a medical officer in ISM department since 2006. He is a member of Sports Ayurveda Research Cell from 2009 and also a member of Sports Ayurveda Research Cell State Level Committee member. He is a coordinator of SARC Ernakulam district and was participated in Commonwealth Games, Delhi 2010 with a medical team. He was also in a medical team for National Schools Athlete Meet Kerala team in 2015, 16, 17, and 18 for the 4 consistent years. He was the coordinator for 5th National Games Kerala Alapura venue. He is the faculty to Institute of Management in Governance of Medical Officers and practicing Marma therapy, manipulation therapies, and acupuncture practitioners since 2009. So once again, I welcome Dr. Rajesh sir and the chairperson, Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor, for those wonderful introductions. And moving on next, of course, we would like to felicitate all our guests here who've given their time. And for this, I request Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Rajesh S. A big round of applause, please. I now request Mr. Manoj Diolekar sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni sir. And of course, also a small, token of love to Miss Dr. Mayura Shinde. So I request again Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni to kindly felicitate. Thank you so much. So without wasting any more time, I'm sure you all are waiting to hear it from Dr. Rajesh. So I request sir to take the center stage and begin his session. And before that, by the time he's getting ready, I just have an announcement to make. Paper presentations, the PowerPoints, and also the posters need to be handed over on the second floor. You can just, still we have not received a few, so you can just submit it on the second floor so that it's ready on time. Right? Thank you.
A very good namaste from Kerala, from our Keralites, and respected members on the dais, and the doctors and other dignitaries who are here to hear me. A warm namaste from me, and we will start the session. The scope of Ayurveda in sports medicine. The leaflet given to you says Kerala model Ayurveda. Why this scope of medicine means, scope of Ayurveda means, this is the one I take classes all over Kerala to motivate our Ayurveda doctors to jump into the sports field. So it is rightly said yesterday, one of the speakers, that sports persons are mostly Pitta, Vada, Prakriti. Okay. That most, it has to be related to our doctors also to get into the field. Because without getting into the field, nobody will know, and nobody can experience what is sports Ayurveda. Okay, so we will move on to the next. Just for a definition's sake, sports medicine is defined as a branch of medicine that includes the science of athletic nutrition and conditioning, preventing and diagnosing athletic injuries, and increasing performance. Sports medicine, also known as sports and exercise medicine, as most of the daily, now people are getting into exercise, early morning routine, so not apart from sports people, common people are also involved in that. It's a branch of medicine that deals with physical fitness and the treatment and prevention of injuries related to sports and exercise. Okay. Sports medicine, you see, it's an interdisciplinary field. You alone can do nothing. So you have to know what are the areas related to sports medicine, and you have to concentrate. Each individual doctor has to know their own potential and what they like more in this interdisciplinary field, and they have to contribute it to the sports medicine. It is not that all are going to treat injuries. It is related to physiology, nutrition, primary care, orthopedics, rehabilitation, physical education, kinesiology and biomechanics, exercise physiology, sports psychology, endurance, medical problems, sports injuries, emergency care, sports massage, taping, physiotherapy, functional rehabilitation, nutrition for athletes, and also the area of doping. So, but what it matters is, you know, the knowledge in the modern way. There is a vast ocean already there. You have the information there. But how to relate it to the Ayurvedic fraternity, that is what we have to do. That we have to make it very comprehensively, and also it must be believable to the higher officials and to the sports persons. And it has to be documented. That is what now present scenario, because all are asking about the data and the believability of what you are doing. And persons are winning medals, and no sports person will tell, I have won the medal due to Ayurveda or due to the result of by treating Ayurveda or like that in an open media, because they don't want them to be exposed as injured personals. So they will never tell that. That is the present scenario. So we work hard in the background and say we have won this thing. Nobody is hearing us because we are in the background. So that is what Ayurveda fraternity has to do to hardly put some sound in the doors of the higher authorities. And when we go to what we have done in Kerala, it was in 2009 that Sports Ayurveda Research Cell came into functioning because a state planning fund was allotted, about 30 lakhs was allotted during 2009 for sports area to treat the sports personnel in whatever method Ayurveda can do, like that. So our director and a core of doctors, mainly my gurus, Dr. Sajeev Kumar, Dr. Ajit Kumar, Dr. Srivals, Dr. Jayan, all are now retired now. But they all made into a team, made a project within 1 month and submitted to the state planning fund. And then it was approved, and then the state sports Ayurveda research cell was formed. Research was added because the fund has to be utilized properly. And so the research was added in that for documentation, and those are the technical things in that. And this was started the project, and the units were, first it was started as a unit in Ernakulam district Ayurveda hospital, and from there it spread on to whole state in 8 districts, presently functioning in 24 units. And it deals with the sport nutrition, management of injuries, selection and conditioning of sports talents, physical and mental well-being throughout the pre-event, event periods, and post-event support. And 2009 was preceded by 2010. So in 10, what happens is Commonwealth Games came to Delhi, and they wanted some therapist or treatment experts, and they looked on to Kerala to get some treatment experts, sports therapist, but hardly we have no therapist, sports therapist in department. So what happened is we trained the doctors as therapists, or the skill was given to them, and I, without knowing anything, I joined there, and 5 days, 3 days training program, a wonderful training program from Delhi authorities, health authority. Even the director from Delhi itself came here to give the coaching of for the training of BLS training. The essentials of the sports medicine is BLS, then sports massage, and then came the reflexology treatment, because medicines are not allowed inside the treatment center. So in Commonwealth Games, they gave us the training, but it opened our eyes, because many techniques were very comprehensively trained in 3 days. And all the therapy, including therapists, doctors, all learned the same in a hall like this. Many tables were put, and we were demonstrating, and one part demonstration and another part at practice, like that. 3 days continuously we were given training, and then we were taken to Delhi, and 1 month we stayed there in the venue. Okay, you can see this is our venue. I got my venue in table tennis venue, and our Indian team got gold medal there. And this is Shamini Kumaresan, one of the leading national player who was there. And we treated her for treating means we did some marma techniques. Okay, we went there. These are the hurdles what we feel when we go there. Okay, we have not taken any medicines or nothing with our hand, only free hand. Hastameva pradhanatamam shastra, we have gone there. Okay. And we started, and it was a physiotherapy unit, and they gave tents and other technical things, machineries attached there, but they were not pleased with that. And then I offered that let me do some marma, and with my guru Sajeev Kumar doctor, we started doing marma therapies there, and they were happy. They went directly to the event, coming back, do again, they are going. We were very thrilled because different nations are coming there. athletes are coming, and at that time we feel Ayurveda is nothing but the superior one in any field. But that from there we started, where we, not even after studying, we are not doing it to common people or like that. We are directly doing to international people, not even to the Kerala sports people. We have started doing it to the international athletes. Okay. And they are happy, they are okay, they are doing the events well, events they are getting medal. Then what to do? What is the proof that it is better than everything? Okay. So these are the, that Sajeev doctor is there. Myself is there, along with other physiotherapist is there in that venue. The other international athletes are there, and then these are a physiotherapist and the team is there. They were a helping hand for everything. We were a group of team there. Very well, we have managed that venue medical conditions, and these are the Olympians and other international sports personals treated in SARC units in Kerala. Okay, this is from 2010 onwards in different units. One of them in Trivandrum, in Idukki, Ernakulam, Malappuram, like that, different districts. People, national and state and district players come to the centers or the hospitals where the unit is functioning, and we give the treatment and they go for the event. So these are some of the names, the Olympian M.R. Puvamma, Muhammad Anas, Himadas, C.V. Papachan, like that. Also veteran athletes also come after the, for the treatment after the retirement or like that. They are also coming for conditioning, betterment and like that. So it's going on there. Now it is functioning as a routine like that. People come and go for treatment like that. This is Muhammad Anas. Then this is V.K. Vismaya. There is an institute along with this, also attached with the SAI, Sports Authority of India. So they come there for the national, before the national events, they come for training and they consult the Ayurvedic doctors there. They take the treatment and then go for the events. And so these people come to the LNCP center in Trivandrum, Sai Authority in Kollam, like that. So these are some of the eminent personalities, Preja Sridharan and Ranjit Maheshwari, long jumper, like that, Arvind Mani, and C. Sojan. We have treated her in Pune, Balewadi. I came with her in that year, and now she is an international athlete. Okay. So many athletes, those who are now flourishing, we have treated them in the junior level already. And so most of them are now eminent athletes. P.U. Chitra, she has also come here in Pune for a national school along with school team. She is now an international athlete. And what SARC aims is, SARC means Sports Ayurveda Research Cell, and enhance the endurance and strength of sports personnel. For endurance, we are giving medicines, and for in a pre-event, event and post-event management, we are doing marma massage and other taping techniques. All techniques we are, whatever we can do for the athletes, we are giving them. Then injury management, outreach activities, and training programs. Achievements are extended authentic sports, Ayurvedic healthcare and management through individual centers, extending service to Kerala official sports team, in a school team, college team, like that we are giving assistance, and then performance escalation for renowned sports personals, Ayurvedic healthcare at the doorsteps of sports personnel, especially in SAI centers and like that. Infrastructure and basic amenities are strengthened in our own centers like that. So yearly the planning fund asks how much do you want, how much medicine you want, what all equipments you want. Then we give a list and they provide the fund and they purchase from the public tender like that. And Sports Ayurveda Research Cell already conducting coaching camp for national. We started it from 2014. The school team asked to our assistants in their coaching camp to look pre-event injuries. We have to take care of the pre-event injuries. We have to condition them within 1 week. Okay, that is a very fast, immediate. Ayurveda is believed that it is very slow. It will go very slowly. But we can do it now in seconds. That is what we have gained the techniques. Okay, we have to do on field, and if a person has injured in the heats and he has to participate in the semi-final, within 2 or 3 hours he has to get in the ground. We are there. We will tell, after this you get admitted in hospital. If it is sure, then we will do something. Otherwise, and also main important thing is you have to consult with the coach. Otherwise, don't touch an athlete. Okay, any athlete comes, first call the coach, ask what is the problem, and whether you are concerned, ask his consent first, then only touch the athlete. That all we gain the experience from the on-field thing. Okay, or the coach will come and bash us because he will say, why you do this thing like that in the initial stages. Now it is not there, but initially that happens. So these things we have to take care. So during 2014, the Kerala government, when we assisted the training session, and the athletes were much impressed in that, and our secretary of Ayush asked our team to follow the team to 2014 to Ranchi. And they immediately sanctioned flight tickets, everything for us, and we went with them. Then we assisted them in Ranchi. It was a great experience without any prior experience. We are put into the national event in the middle of the ground, and we did something, and it was very plausible moment that because Kerala team won more gold medals than the previous year, and so they got the championship like that. All the years they got the championship, we were there, and they were very happy to be. We are there with them because they are not afraid of any injury. That itself reduced injuries. Okay, because they were very happy to run full on their full because we are there to assist them. So like that we were there up to 2018. I went with them, and then I gave the charge to the junior doctors, and then they are there always with them, the team. And then the COVID time we have not, no, the events are not there, and so again it will restart soon. So in 35th National Games, Kerala also, the government, seeing our history of assisting the sportsperson, asked us to be in the venues of the National Games, and thus I got the charge of Alappuzha, my native district, and there canoeing and kayaking was the event, and we were along the banks of the lake, and a very pleasant scenario with the doctors to assist, and very nice, and we got good medals in that canoeing, kayaking also. And Kerala also were the champions at that time. Revenue district and state school meet, athletic meets. These are all local area. In each district, the unit will be assisting the the athletes. And also in veteran masters athletic meet, and also the veterans go to that. Here nobody is knowing that veterans are going for this athletic meets in Singapore, Japan, every other international meets, and getting medals. Okay, those are all above 60 years. Okay, so you normally know they will be affected with joint disorders and other things, but they are gaining medals because of the assistance of Ayurveda. Then other cyclists, marathon runners, football, other game players are also coming. And quality control of medicines, it is, the SARC has, because of the doping conditions and all, the medicines must be authentic. We can't give any medicine, we can't refer, because it will be scattered throughout the state. Different doctors will write different medicines. So it will not be a standardized thing. So our state cell decided to prepare some basic medicines which are standardized one, which can be which medicines which are we are supplying free to the sports persons, that must be standardized one. So we developed a special Thailam 1, special Thailam 2, that is pre-event and post-event, or along the event we are applying this Thailam according to the conditions. And the Lepam, that is for the contusion injuries or the tendinitis, on those conditions we apply the Lepam and bandage it, and for 2 or 3 days it will be okay, like that. And Ayurvedic spray on the on-ground field pain management, we have developed that. In order to improve the quality of these medicines, ISM department, in association with Aushadhi is a government sector pharmaceutical corporation. So we have asked them to prepare these medicines. We are giving a special, we have already discussed that in the SAI, and the senior sports specialized doctors, pharmacists, attenders from ISM department. Because ISM department already have staffs. They have to look on the dispensaries, common people ailments like that only. Sports is not written in their duty that. But the doctors, attenders and pharmacists are working free and without any special remuneration or after their duty hours on the ground and in the hospital, like that. Already, Sports Ayurveda manages sports injuries, acute and chronic condition. On-field assistance is given. OP level and IP level. OP level means from the schools. We take over some schools. For example, Marbasil, Kodamangalam, they are the state champions school, because they are they need more assistance in medical aid. And so we take over that school, and we give the assistance and free of cost. All medicines and the doctors and the therapists are going there weekly, twice, like that. Then we assess the injuries, we give the treatment, ask the sports persons to take rest or do strengthening, whatever is necessary. We discuss with the coach and give the essential advices. Okay. And IP level, the coach or the physical education teacher says this is the problem, whether it is needed, and we assess the IP treatment is necessary. We take them to the district hospital and get admitted and give the treatment. And off-season treatment are also given to them. Rehabilitation strengthening, we discuss with the coach and give the essential exercises. Massages for conditioning and injury prevention. Before the event, we give before 1 month before or 2 months before, the athlete will come and do a massage for 3 days or 5 days, like that. And they will be conditioned, and then injury prevention. Massage is injury prevention. So we do that for essential athletes. Yoga therapy is also given for the mental strengthening. And for example, in a state, why yoga means, you see, all asanas or other techniques are pranayama are discussed in a yoga therapy. You have to give more importance to the meditation part. That is what very, very necessary, because the anxiety, tension, stress has to be relieved on each sports person. For example, in a state meet, in the national meet in Kozhikode, one of the athletes quitted after she enters final. She is going to run the final, like Arjuna. She see the opponents, and she says, I am not running. And the coach is coming to me and said, Doctor, what you do something. She will gain a medal, that is sure. Why she is not running, we don't know. And I also don't know what to do. Because we are also, it's a mental thing. If it is an injury, we can do some bandage, that thing. But what to do, we are very perplexed. But anyway, at that moment, okay, there's something sparked in my mind. I asked her to lay down. I gave her Shavasana and these instructions. She was lying there calm. And then I gave her auto-suggestion. Okay, you are the champion, you are the champion, you are going to win. Like that, I took time, about 5 to 7 minutes. She was lying and she opened up. And she was, it's like a miracle. I am also, I don't know what I did. Okay. No, No, but that is what whatever, that is what my technique means. Whatever astras you have, you buy and put it, okay. Wherever you go, you look for astras, okay. Wherever it is needed, you take that, okay. Till there, means you gain more knowledge in different techniques, you put it where it is apt, that is what needed in sports area. So she won bronze medal, okay, in the junior. That was a great thing, because it was an eye opener for me also, but because these things are necessary. So we need to be practice ourselves, because what has to be done, we have what for myself. Before going to ground, I tell myself, I am the great sports doctor and I am going to do something. Otherwise we can't, because there is the flourishing of modern techniques, equipments, that thing, this thing. We will be perplexed what Ayurveda doctor is going to do there. But we have to do something. So like that mentality we have to create our own. Okay. So yoga is very important. And these are the pictures. Okay, sorry. These are the pictures. We have gone to the school, Mar Basil school. We are talking to the athletes. We are giving the mental strength like that, how to cope up with the intense competition. We are giving them the lectures, and some veteran athlete with the medals. The laboratory is there where we check the pre-event conditioning camp. During that camp we check the HB levels and all. We give medicines to increase the HB level like that. And the techniques of other stretching and all are also given during the camp. We are all discussed it with, and in OP level we do Anushastra treatments like that. Medicines for general ailments we are giving. Nutrition, that is an aspect where we have to improve ourselves. Okay, nutrition. Okay, because most of the thing is in Kerala, sports people are coming from poor family, because they get 3 times food and a shelter to sleep and minimal education, free. So they are coming for sports, nothing else. Okay, if God's grace, they get a medal, they get a job. That is the, frankly speaking, okay. But in other areas, from the birth itself, some people are ready to be a sports person. Okay. So nutrition is an area where we have to give, to supplement them. Exactly, because natural food is necessary, but that has to be supplemented properly, and we have to assess the nutrition and the fitness level of the school students before taking them to the sports events. That is a great area where Ayurvedic doctors can work. This is a vast area. In each school, you just go in the name of sports medicine, go and ask for the fitness level, assess it from along with the physical education teachers, and ask the management or to provide them the medicine or the food which is exactly needed. That will increase the fitness level of the school students. That will improve the power of learning capacity also. And that can be made into a project. And selection process, already we have mentioned yesterday, doctors have said about the Prakriti, how we have to select, and even any area we can, each event-based selection process we can do that. That can be made into a mandatory and also standardized techniques we can introduce. And national team supporting. You see, in Commonwealth I felt miserable because we are Kerala Ayurveda doctors there in the physiotherapy room. And the national team is assisted by a masseur who is working with them, and he himself needs massage from us. That is the problem. How our national team is assisted. You understand? So that is also a thought why we are assisting Kerala team. What they need, because an injury comes to during the event, or whether the patient has to relax before mentally or physically, nothing is there. He is participating in an international event for the country. Okay. For the country he is participating there and he is getting nothing. Okay. So why I am saying, because the other nationals, means other Australian team or England team our Wales team are coming. Like an military parade, they are coming. Okay. In front, there is a coach with a box, and inside there are two assistants, physiotherapists in a row, and in the center only they are circling the athletes. Okay. And they are coming in a way like that. We are all will give way to them. Please come in. Okay. That happens. That happened there. And they came, they conquered our unit area there. They removed us from there, and they took the charge of that unit, and they asked us to move on, and they started their own therapies, everything. After putting the curtain, they didn't want us to see what they are doing. Okay. So that happened. And also auto-suggestion was given in that area, in that time, to the athlete before the event. You are going to, they are like some prayer and like that. And they are going, winning the medal, coming back, finish. Our master will come with them, we are doing something, going. This has to be changed. We must have the expert with our teams in such a way that our athletes are more inspired from the part of the government. Okay. That is on the event, on the field management. So we must be intruding into the national teams. Many teams are going to international areas. We don't have anything or supporting with them. So we must insist that the government will ask about the experience. How we will get the experience without going? So they have to insist somebody to go with them and gain the experience, come back and do or work on that. Again, next year we can thrive in that. Okay, like that we have to do something. And statewide analysis, we have during 21-22 is 26,984 sportsperson has attended the OP, the statewide. Okay. In that Idukki district, there is already a well-flourished at Todupuzha. There is a hospital, district hospital. It is well-flourished. There is where we all refer the national players for the treatment and all. So there the OP distribution is more in that, and IP distribution is also more in Idukki district, Kannur and Thrissur districts. The other areas we get the patients from the schools and other like that only. This is the patient analysis: responded or cured, not responding, improving, and others. Anyway, 84% responded. Okay. Then the SAC units are distributed in other districts. District-wise, it is Trivandrum, Kollam, Ernakulam, Idukki, Kannur, and it includes the LNCP unit at Karyavattam, Central Stadium Sports Unit, Sai Centers, Kisar in Thrissur, Kerala Institute of Sports Ayurveda Research. That is a specialist hospital developed by Kerala government at Thrissur, and it is for elite sports athletes. This is the unit started hospital. It's a 9 crore hospital, and I was weekly once I had to go there for the special OPD like that. And what we do at Sports Ayurveda, we mainly concentrate on whatever we know, nothing special. Means massage techniques, that is special area relating to marma therapy. Then trigger point release, that we took from somewhere. Okay, we took it and put it in the trigger technique. Okay, that is all. We got that training from Commonwealth Games. So my duty is to preach this to other doctors. Okay, we only got the training, so we go and teach other doctors. Then myofascial release techniques, stretching, dry needling, taping techniques, bandaging. And along with our own specialties. Okay, that is Sports Ayurveda. This is, we are doing Abhyanga. Okay, the Abhyanga is the word, only one word is written in Ayurveda. you have not written any techniques in that. Okay, that we have to look into Kalari or the martial art area to get the techniques what we have to change. If you know only Abhyanga, just put the oil, leave the patient. That is all Abhyanga. But the techniques are different. That is different in different areas. Different cults are doing different. Different Marma Vaidyas or the ancient Vaidyas are doing different techniques. The techniques are perfect. The modality has to be learned without any questions. And then we have to choose the and along with Panchakarma. Panchakarma treatments are means off-season techniques. Means when the patient is or the athlete is okay, means relaxing. In that time, which all conditions regularly, if a recurrent condition is happening to him, then we will concentrate on that and ask him to be admitted for certain days, means to do the Panchakarma therapy like that. Then Rasayana therapy, of course, we do it before during the conditioning period. We give the medicines for improving the endurance, and after the event we will withdraw that medicine. Okay, just before the event only we will give. We have got good results in that with Ashwagandha Churna, then Siddha Magaradhwaja. We are giving it particularly for long distance runners like that. So their performance is such that starting how they're ending like that, and asking again I have to run. no other problem. That much they are confident that they are getting. So we have to work on that this also. Which Rasayana we have to give, that we have to work on that more. And essentially, basic life support, everybody must know. Anybody entering sports, those who are working on injury or only in diet also, they have to know this basic life support. Okay, the head tilt chin lift, CPR, and the ratio of compression 30:2, early access, early CPR, early defibrillation, early ACLS. This training we got from the Commonwealth Games, but this is mandatory. This must be mandatory in any meet, a small school meet or anything. We must know, any person on the ground and assisting must know this technique. You have to give training to all the individuals, even to the students who are participating in the event. We have to give the training. This means in our normal life also we can help someone if you know the technique. And the basic pain management technique: protection, rest, ice, compression, elevation, referral. Okay. And relating to Abhyanga, basic pain management techniques, that is the protection, rest, ice, compression, elevation, and referral. And we are moving to Abhyanga. The treatment Abhyanga, as I said, we don't have any pattern. I have looked on everything, because we have some foreign books regarding that Abhyanga, those who came here and learned from Vaidyas, and they are writing books, and now we are learning from them. That is our problem. No Vaidyas will tell to us, you do like this, because they will tell, I will not teach you. This is great grandfather's technique. Okay. And when we learn, It's only again. Okay, so I will rush it up. Okay, Swedish massage techniques are there. You for a particular pattern you must have in your mind. That is very important before a massage. So that is why effleurage, friction, petrissage, percussion, and the vibration jostling like that. Okay. So traditional massage techniques are 10 types from Kalari when we take over. Anulebana, Avapedanam, Pedanam, Utkarshanam, Udveshtanam, Paripedanam, Karshanam, Ladaveshtanam, Sandhichalanam, Akshara Tirumu like that. These are all Kalari techniques. And Marma therapy, very important because the neck and shoulder joint pain, we can release these points. Maybe you can say it as trigger point release, whatever it may be. But these are Marma points. That is the basic thing you have to know. So the points you have to fix first, and then there are many satellite points that you can check onto that. Then Marma therapy for hip and LBA. If no medicine is there, nothing is there, you can treat the patient confidently with the hands if you know the pain, if you know the points. The Lepana you can apply for 2 or 3 hours, and then Churna Pindasveda, this is the one. We are Dhanya Pindasveda, Jambira Pindasveda, Patra Podlasveda, Sashtika Pindasveda. I think these are all familiar to you, and the contents we can change according to the condition of the patients. Januvasti we are doing in the conditions. We say ACL tear is not treatable, or it is surgical. Up to 2nd grade we can thoroughly, we can with confidently we can treat patients. Kadivasti, Dhanyamladhara, Agni Karma. Okay, these are all familiar to you. Then Siravedam, Sringam, these are all very effective, very, very effective. You just do it, you get the result. That according to the condition you have to choose which is necessary. In the condition injuries, Jaluga Vajarna, we will go on to that for the protocol. And these are the internal medicines. They are the herbal powders, Lehiam, Arishtam, Asavam, like that. Treatment protocol. These are the general treatment protocol we do in common injuries. I will mention for the lack of time, we will go for 5 or 6 and then we will skip on, and then we will discuss in the Karma Sadhana. Okay. This is the delayed onset muscle soreness. That is what, when a person decides to do exercise from next day onwards, and he goes early morning for running. First day, okay, Tandristika, this thing, very happy. Second day, oh, slight pain. Third day, he will stop. And he will say, everybody have health, why I alone? And because of this pain, he will come to a doctor and say pain. Okay, this is the delayed onset muscle soreness. Okay, then we give Lepanam with the Nagaradi Dhanyamlam. The Dashamula Karaskara Gridam, that is, we can give application, external Shira Dhara with the lukewarm milk processed with Dashamula, we can apply Dhara. Then a special lepam we can apply. Then Piju with oil, Muruvanna, like that. According to the stage only. Don't put immediately the oil. So we first apply the leba, cool it, and then we, when the redness is come down, then we go for the oil therapy. Like that. Suji Veda, we can give dry needling after all the pain is reduced, if there is some knots or like that. Cervical postural condition. In that syndrome, in that we give Marma manipulation, taping, Suji Vedam, pain spray, IR and all are applied in acute condition. Okay. And then we go for Lepanam in chronic condition. Talam means on the head, Brekma, we put the oil with the powder, like then Piju, Dhara, Ruksha Kiri. Ruksha Kiri is the dry powder massage, or the Dhanya Kiri or the Jambira Pindasveda. Accordingly we have to do. We don't immediately go for the oil conditions. Okay. Oil treatments. Then postural corrections we can do, Marma manipulations. This is the wry neck. We get in acute wry neck, sudden onset of the, in that also Marma manipulation, stretching, Ruksha Kiri, Lebana. Wry neck we can immediately cure. Within 2 minutes the condition will be reduced. But the inflammation you have to remove it for 3 days. For that we ask them to put some Dhanya Kiri, make it with horse gram, a small kiri, put it there for 2 minutes, then apply the lepa and keep it for 3 hours. And daily if you do, and some internal medicines, we can give anti-inflammatory like that, whatever, it will reduce, okay. And ask them to lay properly like that, the bed. Then rotator cuff tendinitis. This we give Lepanam, Upanaham, Agnikarmam. These are all Sashtika Pindasveda in the chronic conditions. And rotator cuff tears, we can give up to grade 2, we can do Bhagna Chikitsa or Muruganna bandage 3 to 5 days. And these are all, whenever you apply oil, before that you have to look for tenderness. Inflammation is there, avoid oil bandage. You put the Ruksha Kiri and Lepa, and then you, when the pain and inflammation subsides, you start with the oil therapies. So first you remove the inflammation, second you give the flexibility with the oil, then third you give the strengthening, Shashtika Pindasveda or Pirichil, whatever. So this is the treatment protocol when we tell total. For pain and inflammation, you can use Agnikarma or the immediate relief. You give taping, bandaging techniques, Agnikarma, Suji Veda, Sringam, Jaluga, whatever you want. Means Rakta Moksha is very important in immediate relief. So glenoid labrum injuries also, rest immobilization, Snehasveda, Nasyam. This protocol was prepared in Kerala Institute of Sports Ayurveda Research Cell by the team of doctors and decided to be a standardized protocol throughout the state. So like this it is working in a frozen shoulder. It's a common condition in our OP management also. For common people also we can do. And we have developed a cupping technique to remove the adhesiveness of the ligaments, and that within 2 minutes the patient will be okay. If the condition is within 1 month, okay. The adhesive capsulitis is till 1 month condition, means prior history of 1 month, you can cure it 2 minutes. 2 months, 6 minutes. 4 months, means 1 week, like that, it will take time. So this cupping technique, if you learn, we will show in Karma Sadhana. It's very simple, you just do it, it will be okay. The patient will not slap on you, he will give namaste, okay, with the hand, okay, after the treatment. So this is the tennis elbow condition. There we are giving bandaging, manipulation, lepanam, taping, Sringam, Agnikarmam. Sringam is very good in that condition, and local dhara with the Dhanyamla, Upanaham, like that. Then this is a decurvanitis. In that also taping is very important. You have to learn the taping, and we give Karattavatta, means Marma tablet is there that we apply along the tendon, because more dryness is better in external tendons or ligaments. External. Internal means we can go for little more liquid type of lebanas. That is what in my experience is. Which is external, you give more dry type of, means powder or paste, which are directly applied. Okay. Like that, it gives immediate relief. And after Agnikarma, you can apply the paste above the area of the decurvanitis. You can apply it with Nagaradi with spirit. You can mix it with spirit. That TFCC is a common. In that also the Lepanas, Upanaham, and Kadigra means lumbar condition. We have a great, means all Ayurveda treatment, people treat on that. Nothing more to tell, but the techniques you can just brush up. These things are there. Marma, these different kiris are used. This nothing, which one, you have to make a grade of the medicines or the technique which you are using. Whether it is acute or inflammatory, to reduce it, is better. Which one is better? You look on for again and again, which is the better one. Then you treat sports persons, because they need quicker relief. You will tell, you apply the Lebana, 1 week after you come, this is better. They will go for in that second itself. They will not buy the medicine also. Okay. So you do it, learn a technique which give them immediate relief, then give the Lebanas, ask them to apply that, then it will be better. They must get some relief immediately. That is what we have to look on. Then stress fracture, this is a surgical condition, but this is mentioned because you must not skip, means you must not omit this condition. Without diagnosis, you must not, proper diagnosis must be there. If you suspect some fracture, you take an MRI, then only touch the sports person. Don't touch immediately on that. You know how the pain gravity of the patient after SLR or local examination. This very, very important. Local examination is very, very important. Even a sports person come with a lumbar pain. Many doctors he has seen. He came to my OPD and I examined it and saw pilonidal sinus. He's taking it for 1 year, okay. So you send him to Sharasutra, finish. No, we have no job. But a proper diagnosis and it is not a headache for us, okay. So that happens. So you have to examine very thoroughly. Examination part must be very important. Panchatikta Shira Vasti. After surgery also, you can go on for the treatments, for the flexibility, improving, strengthening treatments. So Ayurveda has a scope there also. Okay. After the surgical part, very, very important because the flexibility and the range of movements of each joints of the patient and the confidence of the athlete to the full mark, he has to come back to Ayurveda. That is what necessary. After that only he has to go to the normal training sessions or like that. Then buttock pain, these are all related. Adductor muscle pain, very headache thing. But our Agni Karma, Siraveda, these things, and also Lepana, these are all very Dhanyamladhara, very good results. Then psoas major muscle conditions, strain. Then groin pain. This is also very hard to treat in a groin pain because it is ligament tendon involved and the pain will not go easily. So we have to do Dhanyamladhara locally or Dashamula Karaskara to reduce the pain. And then Agni Karma is also good in that condition. Quadriceps condition, you can apply Sringam, that is a local, or the Jaluga is also good. But if time permits, now Sringam with cupping is very easy, so that we are doing. Quadriceps muscle strain, Lebanam bandaging, hamstring strain. The Sringam is very important in a hamstring. We have done multiple cupping treatment, Rekta Moksha. After Lebana, we ask them to put the Lebana, come back after 3 days, then we put the Sringam. Then it is more better. Taping is very important in hamstring. Mostly hamstring knee injuries occur or small strains will be there for the sports person. So you must be you have good knowledge in the taping techniques. That will give good results for them with confidence to move into the field. After that, come back, then put the Lebana, give rest. Like that, we have to make them move into the field and be confident enough to enter the events. And the ACA, this is the meniscal tear conditions, knee meniscal injury. These are all up to grade 2. It is okay. We can. Most of the footballers and all come with the tear, and they go after 6 months. They are already in the field. Normally, they go back. So. Anterior cruciate ligament injury, surgery can be avoided up to 2nd grade. Patellofemoral pain syndrome. This is a iliotibial band friction syndrome. That is a common in footballers and all hockey players like that. So that also can be released by certain massage techniques like that. Fascia stripping massage. This is a very important technique in which they can give immediate on-field, immediate relief. And shin splints, these are all, some have chronic. In the growing stage, 16 to 20 years, the athletes have a growing stage. They get mostly this problem in long runners and all, they come with this condition. Calf muscle strain, Achilles tendinopathy. These are all, or we can manage easily. No problem at all. It's a confident. And Churna Pinda Sweda, these are the ingredients, Kottam Chukkadi, then Kola Kulatadi, Jadamayadi, different medicines are there. Shashtika Churna Pinda Sweda, there are many variants in that. We can add meat, goat meat, means mutton. We are adding for improving the strengthening or the muscle bulk, to improve the muscle bulk in shoulder condition, recurrent shoulder dislocation conditions and all, we apply with the meat. Then Dhanya Churna Pinda Sweda, Jambira Pinda Sweda. These are all the techniques, means the formulations are there. These are all common formulations which we use. And maybe slight difference in the area wise. Okay, if in the north of Kerala it will be little, another one medicine powder will be more. And in south there will be different powder. But it is a secret there and here. Nobody will tell. Okay, nothing worry on those things. Okay, you take some leaves, cut it and then make it a paste, means roast it. And with oil, eranda taila, cotton chukadi, which is good for vata alleviating, like that. We choose accordingly. Okay, it's all yukti. Charaga has said yukti. You ponder on yukti more. You do sadada dhyana with your co-fellows and all, to know what is apt there, which is the best, easily available. Don't look for things which we always tell joke with that. You have to take the flying eagle's nails, roaring lion's teeth, like that. You have to add paste with this, then you apply. It is good result. Who will go for these things? You look for which are very common in your premises. Choose that which is very easily available. Make it a secret of your own. Okay, don't tell to anybody. Okay, do it. Okay, then, but you have to do it. The doing part is very important thing. Everybody are hesitant. Nasyam, putting 3 drops in nostril is very tension for everybody. Okay, some Vaidyas put 3 drops, then only they start diagnosing patients. In Kerala, there is some patient, but they will put all the patients in a table and they put the 3 drops lying there like that. What is the technique? Nobody knows. Only that Vaidya knows. Okay. But there is a very important thing in this. That is, they are improving the sensory, neural, everything. Because the patient will tell everything very easily. He has nothing to hide. Anyway, this is, he will tell everything free very easily. And the Vaidya also opened his all channels. Okay. And the medicine will act immediately. Okay. These things are there. And so I am rushing up, nothing, it's all over. And Andasveda, it's a different technique in that. You add a yolk of the egg, that is for strengthening, like that. Patrabodla Sveda, Chinjalavana Sveda, that is for acute pains. Tamarind is made into a paste, applied, then you put some salt on, and then you apply the kiri, that's all. And yoga, already we discussed, it is very important, you make it a part to the, it's a sports Ayurveda, deals with all this, means we are telling on-field training program. We are giving training programs to the students, coaches, and in different areas, statewide and district-wise. And whoever approaches before the events, they want to motivate the athletes, we give. And even in the Nehru Trophy boat race, I was there in the middle of the boat one day for motivating the rowers. Okay. And during 2010, like the after Commonwealth, then they win the game. Okay, so like that happens. If you give some motivation, it is better. And Saptasara, Lakshya, Drona, and our names of the events we have conducted. And SARC State Committee is the one which approves all the facilities or whatever is needed for a 1 year planning and all that is submitted to the government, and we go on with that. And with this, a great thanks for all for hearing me for this much time. Sorry for time consuming, and thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni, sir, to kindly come and deliver the... Okay, so Manoj, sir, to come and deliver the address here.
Firstly, sorry to interrupt. I was not in the planning. But I couldn't sit in the chair. I went back into my memories as Dr. Rajesh was sharing his experiences. I thought from yesterday, the sessions are going more academic, and the experiences, and that too, experiences on the field were less. And Rajesh started with those experiences, and I thought I should also share some experiences to appeal you all. How many of you practice for sports person? Very few? Okay, thank you. I'll start my emotions with my one experience. I think I had been to at least all the places in India for school athletic national with my team and even the Maharashtra team. And I think we must have met in Ernakulam or in Chennai, we must have met long back. And I always used to envy the Kerala team. As he was discussing and describing that there was a team of doctors and physios and therapists with, and even the nutritionists, a team of at least 10 to 15, and they used to control the diet, and everything was in discipline. And that's why every time it was that Kerala was on the top for athletics, and never we could beat them. Someone will feel that Khelo India, Maharashtra is top leading, but that is different. That's a different topic, because we are having rich cities like Mumbai, Thane, Nashik, and all the medals which are Maharashtra is gaining, it's from the private sector. That means it's because of the parents, and no government system is creating. I think the Kabaddi experts sitting in the front, they must agree with me. So what about our policy? Maharashtra don't have any policy. I remember in 2008, I met first time PT Usha with her. She was with her trainee Tinku Luka, Olympian. She played at, I think, London Olympics in 2012. And with her, in 2002 or 2003, my trainee, Sonali Gargote, we were there in the warm-up track. And from there, I saw the Kerala team very systematically. And I was very proud that I also had my team. Milind Sai, doctor of Kridakul that time. Even our psychologist used to be with our team. But there is no government system. So I think it's appeal for you all. I would share another experience that on this field only, there were inter-school matches going on. I think state level tournaments of Kho-Kho were going on. One of, I can share his name. Our best player, he was also a sprinter and a good Kho-Kho defender, Datta Prasad Galfade. He has a sprain, or I don't know the medical term, in his right ankle, and he was a good defender. He used to play at least defend for at least 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and in first session only he got injured. And I was fortunate, I was having good Vaidya. He used to do Agni Karma, and he was there on the field, and he did Agni Karma to his ankle, and in the second inning, he defended for 3.5 minutes. You will clap, but my emotion and what I want to say is different. Last month, I called the same doctor, same Vaidya, and this conference is going on. Please come, and you must have lots of experiences. He said, nowadays, I don't practice sports. That was the sad thing. And that's what I want to share with you. I know the content, everybody was clipping and taking photographs of the content. The knowledge is there, but what about experience? Unless and until you people come on the ground, you won't get experience. And I request you all to be on the ground for experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing those thoughts. And now I request Dr. Dhananjay Kulkarni to deliver his presidential address.
Namaskar. Firstly, I am very much thankful and congratulate Dr. Rajesh for such a wonderful and practical lecture. Many times practical lectures are not theoretical, but his entire lecture was theoretically practical. So I am very much thankful to him. Secondly, though it is a national level seminar, but most of the people I know, and many are from Pune only. So 3 important points from his lecture I want to highlight in front of you. Number 1, Marma Chikitsa. Many techniques we have learned from other states, but there are very few Vaidya in Pune who are practicing Marma Chikitsa. So I request you, if you want to enter in this field, you should learn it, you should go outside. Means definitely you should learn with your guru till end of your undergraduate learning. But after that, you should go outside and learn more and more things to incorporate in your practice other than which you have learned from your guru in undergraduate level. That is point number 1. Number 2, every time we think Shita Pitta, Amla Pitta, Sandhigatavad, Amvat are our fields, and these are our bread and butter. We have to come out of it. He shared experience that of one player. He got injured, and within 2 hours he had to participate in semi-final. So he done something that is different thing. What he did is different thing. But we have to work in this field. Unless and until you work in this field, you will not be able to come in front of the society that you can do something in this field also. Otherwise, always people will think that you are master in Shita Pitta, Amla Pitta, Sandhigatavad and Amvat, nothing else. Okay? So you have to come out of it. One more case he shared about that player. She was a runner, and at that time she gave up and thought, I cannot run. So he used his technique, but whether it has some basis, yes. Dhairyatmadi vijnanam manodosha param. What he did only this thing. But what was important in his case was he remembered it and he practiced it. Unless and until we practice it, we cannot remember proper thing at proper time. Okay? So it is all about his lecture. Now, one point which I want to highlight in front of you. From yesterday, we are discussing about so many points from Ayurveda, but I was expecting that one point should have highlighted in specific lecture as Rasayan Chikitsa for sports. Many speakers touched this point, but very less speakers elaborated this point. So I think we should elaborate this point. That is point number 1. Yesterday, there was a panel discussion where the Mahesh Patil was, I think, conducting, and initially he described 10 or 11 points or 11 guna or properties which sportsmen should have. And our objective is to enhance comparatively more efficiently in these properties or conditions. When I was listening, I thought, can we achieve all these things with only one dravya or one chikitsa or one regime? At that point, at that time, one sutra came in my mind. There is a Rasayan Basti described in Sushrut Samhita. Sushrut Samhita, Chikitsa Sthan 37 Adhyay. I don't remember now sutra, but the content of the sutra is, if you practice 18 Sneha Basti for 18 times, so if you practice 18 Sneha Basti, you cannot practice 18 Sneha Basti at a time. So you have to practice Niruha, Anuasana, Niruha, Anuasana. So it comes Karma Basti. So 30 days program. If it is repeated for 18 times, Okay? If it is repeated for 18 times, then the Falashruti is described. And most of the guna which he expected from sports person, if you see the Falashruti, out of 10, 5, 6 points are there described in that Falashruti. That Falashruti means Vegavan like Ashwa, Balavan like Hatti. Okay, then Shrutadhara, then Medhavi. So many things are there. So we have such type of techniques. And if you calculate all this, Karma Basti for 1 month, then 2 months rest, then again same procedure, so 18 into 3 months. So this much time is needed. But if you want to succeed, you must try, you must concentrate, you must do all these things very efficiently, and it is possible. You can go, you can see that particular sutra, Sushrut Chikitsa San 37 Adhyay. It is also there in Ashtang Sangraha, not in Vrudaya, but in Ashtang Sangraha Basti Adhyay, I think Sutra Stan 28 Adhyay, it is also, same sutra has been taken. One more point which I want to highlight. From yesterday, many speakers concentrated on Prakriti and Sarata. I came yesterday a little late, so I don't know what is going on here at Kridakul, because initially Vaidya Midha Devalkar and Dharmadhikari, I missed those lectures, but mostly they are doing it because many speakers highlighted these 2 points. I think Prakriti, definitely if Prakriti Parikshan is done, you will be able to advise in which area you can do better. But Prakriti cannot be changed. So there is little to work on Prakriti. But Sarata is a field which you can change. Means if Asara Dhatu are there, with the help of course, Ahar, Vihar, Rasa and Chikitsa, you can convert Asar Dhatu into Sarvan Dhatu. There is one book in Marathi written by Vaidya Veni Madhav Shastri Joshi. Many of you must have seen it, Manavya Sarasarata Parikshan. In that book, he has written, I think in Prastavana or in last part of the book, that with the help of Sarata Parikshan and the Rasayan Chikitsa selected, I can give you the generations. He is not speaking about only 1 or 2 persons, but generations of the qualities which you need. Which needs, he says that if your nation is needed more scientists, tell me, I will do the Sarata Parikshan, I will select particular Rasayan Chikitsa, and I will develop generations of scientists. Here, we need generations of athletes. Can we use the same principle here and more concentrate on Sarata Parikshan and select accordingly the proper Rasayan Dravya so that we can generate, rather develop generations of athletes for good performance. I had brought few Rasayan Dravya to discuss with you, but I think due to time constraints, I skip all those things, but later on we can discuss which Rasayan Dravya we can use. Lastly, I am thankful to Jnana Prabodhini for inviting me for this post. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that address. And I'm sure the audience here had a really impactful session. I think, sir, Dr. Rajesh, your delivery was spotless and priceless. And I'm sure they want more from you. I'm sorry we are very short of time right now, but I'm sure the audience could catch up with sir, during the tea break or the lunch break and have a heart-to-heart chat with him and also with Dr. Kulkarni. Thank you so much. You broke so many myths. I think you told how important research is. Studying what happens on field, publishing to the world how rich our culture is. So thank you so much, and next time probably we will come there to Kerala for a, hands-on experience. Thank you, all the guests and the dignitaries on the dais. And we will move on to the next session. Thank you so much. The next track is going to be the paper presentations. And to give you the brief, I call Dr. Asmita to give you the details.
So we are really running short on time, but without further ado, I want to share something with you. To understand the anatomy of a flower, we may bisect it, right? But if you want to enjoy its beauty, it lies in its integrity. This is so true, but today is a world of intellectuals who believe only in data and statistics. So thereby abiding by the need of the hour, we have brought this paper presentation sessions for you, and I would also urge you to start documenting your own personal cases with respect to this and all the fields of Ayurveda. The paper presentations are compiled by various Vaidyas. Okay, these are actually going to be breakout sessions, so we are going to disperse for these sessions. I shall announce the topics, that is the theme for the session and the hall number details. They have also been displayed on, I think, on the screen also, and we have it displayed outside Manohar Sabhagruha. So the hall number 1, Prithvi Hall, we have the theme Ayurveda and Sports. Name of the presenter, Vaidya Nimish Bapat, Dr. Anand Lunkar, Vaidya Mrunal Vadatkar, Vaidya Ramesh Ujwade, Dr. Divyashri K.S., Vaidya Komal Gaikwad, Vaidya Nitesh Joshi, Vaidya Gargi Vaidya, Vaidya Sharda Chikurte, Vaidya Madhura Fadtare. And for the management of injuries, we have Nisha Lohana and Vaidya Chandra Kumar Deshmukh. Hall number 2, APA. The name of the hall is APA. The coordinator is Dr. Shilpa Swar. And the theme is Panchakarma for athletes. Dr. Sanket Yadav, Vaidya Devashri Khare, Vaidya Mihir Hazar Navis, Vaidya Ravina Dalvi, Vaidya Mihir Hazar Navis, again, Vaidya Ramesh Kiledar, Dr. Uday Kulkarni. They are going to be the paper presenters. Management of injuries, Dr. Aishwarya Nagare, Dr. Madhuri Bide, Dr. Amrish Dedke. In hall number 3, that is the Teja Sabhagruha, we have hall coordinator Vaidya Dipti Dharam Malli, and the theme is Diet and Nutrition Management through Ayurveda. The presenters are Sharvari Sohoni, Sanika Kokle, Vaidya Uday Kulkarni, Dr. Sanket Chattar, Vaidya Rashmi Somavanshi, Dr. Srinivas Motiele, Dr. Sandeep Jagtap, and Management of Injuries, Vaidya Chaitali Magdum. Hall number 5, that is the Vayu. Hall coordinator, Dr. Almas Khan. Theme is Management of Injuries, especially for the management of injuries. The presenters would be Dr. Harishankar, Dr. Takshashila Shirse, Dr. Vani Arun, then Vaidya Mayura Shinde, Vaidya Kalpana Naramwar, and Vaidya Trilok Dopeshwarkar sir. Now we also have poster presentations. I hope you have submitted them, and it is been exhibited. You can go and watch the posters in Akash Sabhagruha, that is hall number 5. All these halls are just above this Sabhagruha on the second floor. Okay, so you can choose wisely according to your choice. The posters are regarding Ayurveda and sports, Ayurveda for athletes, then diet and nutrition through Ayurveda, management of injuries. Yeah, that's all. So please welcome back by 2 p.m. post lunch. You can join for the next session. That is going to be interaction with the national athletes. Okay? Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you.